Now the child begins to understand when you do day to day, everyday basis, because the child's energy is consumed into the screen. Housework, I don't have time to do concepts with the kid. Hey, do some smart work. Interweave everything in one setting. They start responding better to you and you start getting results. Hello and welcome to Sashak Empowering Lives. Here's RAJNI Singh, your autism coach, and we are going to be talking about a very important concept today. This is called how to develop communication skills at home. Yeah, you heard that right. So, every time I get to hear from parents, oh, I travel 2 hours to the therapy center for speech and language therapy. I travel 45 minutes. So much of tiredness is there, so much of time being wasted. Even the child feels tired. I am not saying don't go, but what I'm saying is, along with that, suppose if you were doing other activities at home, what kind of magical difference would that bring to the kid? Because the kid now is getting overall holistic support. It's not just the outside as well as the home as well. So, how can you develop language ability and communication ability and fluency in your kid with autism at home? First of all, what we do at home is we just mind our business. We don't look at opportunities, we don't create opportunities for the kid to talk. For example, if you are, let's say, the maid washed the utensils and now you are very quickly keeping all the utensils back in the rack or whatever is your kitchen arrangement, you are not calling the kid there. Yeah, it's a simple thing. So what you need to do is you simply have to call the kid and say, bacha, come here. Now if the kid is sitting idle, the kid would be stimming or doing something unproductive. Yeah, better is to call the kid and involve. Now here you can start with small things like put this katori in that shelf, on this slab, in the fridge, put it under the table, anything. Yeah, get me the knife is kept behind the gas stove. So you're doing prepositions in practical and the kid is getting to understand. And then ask the kid, where was the knife was, say to mama, knife was behind the gas stove. Say behind the gas stove. Now the child begins to understand when you do day to day, everyday basis. Similarly, you're out, you're taking off clothes from the clothesline. Now the child is stimming or doing something or rolling on the floor or shouting or watching mobile. Giving the kid mobile to learn is a great idea, but giving the kid a mobile to kill time because you're busy is the worst possible thing that you can do to the kid, because it takes away all opportunity of growth in language, of learning skills, because the child's energy is consumed into the screen. So now you call the child and you say, help mama take off clothes from the clothesline. Every time he's taking off the cloth clip, he's doing a fine motor movement. Then nothing should get lost. So while he's taking it off, the cloth clip should not fall off and he's walking away. Sense of responsibility. Look, pick it up. You dropped it. Now tell mama, mama, I dropped pink cloth clip. So if you have a variety of colored cloth clips, you created an opportunity for the kid to talk right there in the given circumstance. Now you come back in, you're folding the clothes. You say, oh, look at this one. This is so big. Big pants, big trouser. This is papa's. Keep it away. And you pick up a smaller one and say, this is small. So whatever concepts you are doing in the day, and then parents feel guilty. I have to do housework. I don't have time to do concepts with the kid. Hey, do some smart work. Interweave everything in one setting, like in the kitchen. So suppose you're making food. Tell the kid to make pedas. Yeah. So make 6 pedas in the sukha atta. Yeah. You put sukha atta because you're going to make the roti. In that, with your finger, you make a 6. You say, now make 6 pedas, we'll make rotis. You're doing mathematics. And then you're telling the kid, Mama ko bolo, ye powder jaisa hai. So you're giving language, this is like powder. And then you build on it and say, ha, lekin ye khane ka nahi hai. This is not to be eaten. We first cook it, then we eat it. Get the kid involved into a lot of things. In the kitchen, you can do so much of talking and so much of logic and reasoning development. Like you can say, okay, do we keep onion in the fridge? No, we don't need to keep onion in the fridge. Do we keep chaku in the fridge? No. A knife is a utensil. It will not get stale. We don't need to keep that in the fridge. We keep it here in the rack. Literally, you can go any direction in talking, and this is just the kitchen I just spoke about. And one example I took for the balcony, you're taking off the clothes from there. You can get the kid involved in day-to-day activities and get the kid to talk. Suppose you spilled water. Don't be in a rush to clean up. Of course, it has to be cleaned up. Just give that language there to the kid to say to mama, Mama, why you spilled water? And then say, oh, I'm sorry, I should have been careful. When you do this on a day-to-day basis, every day, the child begins to take interest in the activities, begins to take interest in talking to you. Their awareness in the here and now increases. They start responding better to you, and you start getting results. So, communication can be very easily developed at home simply by doing the simple mundane activities. For example, even like telling the kid to speak a recipe. So if you have cooked something, maybe you baked a cake. So you can say, okay, now tell mama, aapne eggs liya. Okay, you took eggs. You put sugar. You put cream. You whisked it. So you give words to it. And then you say, now, okay, now you tell. If that's too big a thing, try tea. Tea is simple. Yeah. We take water. We put tea leaves. We put sugar. We put milk, we boil it, tea is made. So, what are you doing? You are doing logic development, you are doing linear processing, what happens after what happens. Yeah, so you can have some fun and say, I want to cut this onion, and you pick up a spoon and you say, oh, I cannot cut the onion. A kid is laughing. Yeah, and then you say to mama, Mama, you are silly. We cut onion with a knife. This is a spoon. Now you're doing logic development right in the kitchen. Why? Because you are doing. So you're telling we can't eat this. This is raw. First we cook it, then we eat. So you are teaching why? Because when you're showing aate ka peda. Like this, you can have innumerable activities in every room of your house. Simply put your head to it. Where can I insert some talking? And it begins with this. Start trusting your child. Start believing in your child. Yeah, that he will understand. Because parents don't try thinking, oh, how will he or she get it? They don't even understand this. No, you say to yourself, my child will understand. Let me try. And you begin the journey like this. When you teach your child like this inside the house, imagine what happens. Your kid is getting speech therapy, language therapy through the day 24/7. Yeah. And then you couple it with the 45 minutes of travel, which again you utilize while reaching there. Saying, look, this is a green colored number plate. This is electronic vehicle. So you're teaching the kid about it. Now, some of you might say, my kid is not so old to understand this. So take it down to that level, kids level. Look, there is a motorcycle on the road. Let us count how many motorcycles. 1, 2, 3 motorcycles. Take it to the kids level. Yeah. So interact with the kid even while on your way to the therapist and while on the way back. In this way, your child is getting uninterrupted 24 hours, or should I say 16 hours, 8 hours the kid is sleeping. 16 hours of uninterrupted, smooth flow of speech and language therapy. Needless to say, it will develop communication. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you still haven't subscribed. Press the bell notification so that you don't miss anything important. And in the description below are given the links to our weekly Instagram Tuesday live session where we do questions and answers for 1 hour and I explain a topic at length, and also to the Autism Masterclass that happens every Friday 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Please go right ahead and join those links, be empowered, and know that every bit of autism is workable. And I shall meet you next week.